Okay, so here you can see, I will show you a few different case studies of packaging design. This is our company brochure that is intended for clients developing packaging design. Here, for example, we created a special QR code that people can scan on the product, and can immediately, this link leads consumers to a website with recipes and instructions how to prepare these products. This is a good way to also connect people with social media and make some connections with the target market. Here, this packaging was done using different packaging types. First, we have here a pouch, a plastic bag that is used to package this pasta. And on the top, we use the cardboard printing, cardboard label done by offset printing, so we can close the packaging. And this was done by a regular offset printing, and it was easy to create some special effects on the print. This kind of printing reminds on a traditional packaging that was done in many years ago, when the printing on the foil was not developed and the printers could only print on the cardboard or paper. And this retro design means that these products are made by hand and they're traditional and with healthy ingredients. In this sample, we also, it's in the same line like the previous asparagus product with the blue background. In this product, we use the special matte foil, but separate matte lac that is combined with a glossy effect and the matte foil for the background. This gives product a more premium look, and the foil itself looks more premium. Also, when you touch the product itself, it looks better. Here you can see how this connection with the digital media was very successful, developing some significant visitors to a web page and to social media platforms like Instagram. And this made people stick to this brand, to remember the brand, and to become loyal customers. Another packaging on a different type of packaging. This packaging, it's a special technique that uses printing flexography on a foil and then folding this foil directly on the plastic. This was a packaging for Greek-style yogurt with different flavors. So you see, when the product is, when opened, it's mixed with the Greek yogurt and then ready to consume. So here was a little bit not easy to put all the necessary information on the small packaging, especially declaration text. And here was very important to create a good pre-press files so it can be printed easily and at the end look quality at the shelf. Here you can see how Nivea is very precise in presenting and planning how their products will look the shelves. So, for example, for each different kind of products, you have a specific rules how to sort products on the shelves. and they do this by different categories of products and different eyesight zones. So, for example, they did a research and they studied how people buy products, and they discovered that people usually buy the most products that are in their eyesight. So when you're standing in front of the shelf in a, for example, supermarket or a druggery, then you can usually you buy the product that is near your eyesight. So Nivea does this carefully, implements all this in planning how to put all these products in their shelves. And when they have people, of course, out there that they are going in the stores and checking if everything is sorted properly. This is one of the projects for household products, mainly toilet paper and wipes. Here also we use the special colors, Pantone colors, to make the products look consistent throughout the whole palette of the products. This is the another project for branding of vodka product, vodka bottle, and this is also very interesting since this was this will be printed directly on the glass with this frost effect glass, let's say mate effect on the glass. And for this kind of projects, it is very important to use 3D modeling, because without using 3D modeling, you cannot really see how the design is going to look when printed on the bottle. So usually when doing design, we use simultaneously Adobe Illustrator, 3D program like Blender, for example, Photoshop, and we usually have one screen that is that we put 3D design in this screen, and then when we apply the changes, we can immediately see from 360 view how it's going to look finally on the product. Printing directly on the glass is also a different kind of printing, so you cannot easily print some fine details or some special gradients, and that is why it's important in the beginning to understand what kind of printing you will be facing at the end, so you can know how to concept your design. Okay, so now here we have another document. This is the packaging design project workflow for our clients. And here this document is used for, let's say, education of our clients, because sometimes we are facing with clients who are very professional, who have a lot of experience in previous packaging design projects. And with this kind of cooperants, it's very easy to develop final solutions. But sometimes we have clients or people working in marketing of some company that are not so keen in packaging design process. And this can be a huge difference. So if people do not understand the packaging design process, all this project of designing one product can be sometimes really very complicated and take a lot more time than you planned. And of course, with this, there are significant other costs, not only time, but other financial costs. And usually these projects do not end well. And that is why we developed this document that is trying to explain and to educate clients why is packaging design process complicated, and sometimes it invests a lot of energy and a lot of details. So what is the client input is usually need for a new design, some vision of design directions and marketing goals of the final product. Also product and target group information, so type of packaging and necessary documentation. These are the base facts that we need from client so we can even consider cooperation. And the client, usually we get this information from the client by asking them to create a briefing for us, or sometimes we help them and create this briefing together. So we have a set of questions that we send to our clients, wait for their answer, usually by mail, and then we see already if they are keen on creating good briefs or not. If not, then we create another meeting. Then through interviews and conversation, we try to create better brief. And our product would be, of course, premium packaging design, also advice and help with product positioning. Sometimes clients do not understand in which category should their product go with. Also, we are consulting our clients and assisting with printing. We also offer full process and full printing management support for our clients. Some clients want even we print and deliver them final packaging. We do preparation for printing adapted to different types of printing processes, offset, rotogravure, flexo, digital, and other stuff. And at the end, we give clients data package, complete prepress files, open files, and of course 3D visualization. So this is a brief overview of what should be the input of client and what is our final product. In this page, we defined all our services and with a focus now of design, packaging design. So this is the overview of the whole packaging design project phases. And we will go one by one. Slowly, I will just zoom in now. First phase. So the first phase is, of course, briefing. We said before, it's necessary to collect basic information about the product and client needs. For example, if the product is a fast-moving consumer good product like some kind of food, we need to know the product category and number of items. It is very important to know in the beginning if this is going to be a line of products or only one product, or there are going to be different lines of product. Why? Because you want, if you are developing a line of products, or you will have in the future 3 or 4 different lines, then you have to make a good strategy how to differentiate all these lines of products, but still keep the same track on the same visual of the brand. Second, packaging type. This is crucial. If we know exactly which packaging type will be, if it's going to be a pouch, then we probably know printing technique. So if it's going to be a flexography or offset printing, then we will know what colors or what techniques we can use for final production. So for example, if the client is producing espresso coffee, for example, espresso coffee is packaged in pouches. It's printed on a foil, usually in flexography, but espresso coffee is packaged also in a triplex foil. This foil is consisted of 3 layers, and one of these layers is aluminum foil. And this aluminum foil, for example, can be used for some special silver effect or a different effect. It depends how we create our design. Third will be design direction. Design direction is also very important. So this is our client should give us what kind of product they want, what kind of design direction they would like their product to look like. That usually depends on the target market and the final intention of where this product will be sold. Is it going to be sold in supermarkets or some specialized online channels? Who's going to buy these products? So we try to, usually we show some samples to our clients so they can tell us, okay, we like this design, we don't like this design, because the most simple and the most precise way is to show somebody a sample of something, and then they could tell you if they like it or not, because design is in general, it's a little bit abstract process, and not all the people see this process the same. Fourth will be brand positioning. It is important in which segment the brand will be positioned. Is it going to be like consumer class, premium class, top class, or cheap product? Of course, if the product is on the lower, let's say, position, if it's some private label product, it shouldn't look premium. You shouldn't use some premium printing techniques because people will think it's very expensive and will not consider even looking at it. When considering trademark, it means if this product already has a very well-known brand or trademark in their consumer minds, and this is very important if the product is already on the market for some years and people know this product. So if you change the design and the trademark, it will lose connection with the previous customers and previous sales. We said already about the target audience. The client should give you like some overview of buying of consumer persona, who the potential customer is, so you can do a research and check what visual appearance would be the best for this kind of consumer. Then it is very important also to know what is the key packaging information, or descriptors, for example. This packaging information means what should be at the first place on the front of the packaging. So, for example, number of pieces of something, or if the product is vegan, or if it's protein product or similar. This is very important to consider in creating the first design proposal. So you should ask also clients for this information in the beginning. After all this, we need to know the deadlines. If the deadlines are too dense or not realistic, you should also tell clients that they cannot expect it to be done in sometimes clients want things really quickly and unrealistically, and it's really important in the beginning to tell them that it is not possible, so because of some future misunderstandings.